All right, everyone. So let us start. Most of you have joined. So in the last classes, we were talking about the homework questions and we did level 1 and level 2. So we were doing motional EMF based questions. So we will continue from there. 4 questions were remaining and let us quickly finish them before heading to the next part. So everyone, let's do this. Just 4 questions we will do and we will finish even the homework parts. So whoever will be done, they will let me know the answer in the chat.
Sir, this one I think we have done already.
Okay, yes. Tomorrow is the last exam, then that's fine. Only one part we have done the homework, rest all again you all will continue doing. So what subject you all have, guys, tomorrow? Maths. Okay, then that's fine. Okay, we will do this one. Okay, yes, we did this. Then only 3 questions we have, which is remaining. Okay, this one we will try to do. A square metal wire loop of side 10 centimeter, ये रहा square metal loop, and resistance 1 ohm is moved with constant velocity v naught in a uniform magnetic field of induction 2 Tesla as shown in the figure. It is being moved off. Now the magnetic field lines are perpendicular to the plane of the loop. The loop is connected to a network of resistors, each of value 3 ohm. So these are the network of resistors. What should be the speed of the loop? You have to find basically V naught so as to have a steady current of 1 milliamps in the loop. Quickly, all will do. Very simple question. This is. Quickly, whoever will be done with this question, they will let me know the answer. Okay, one answer I can see. All should do this one. So here you can find the total resistance. If you observe here, this is a kind of Wheatstone bridge. So I can remove them. So total resistance क्या होगा? This 3 and 3 are in series, and this 3 and 3 are in series, and they are in parallel. So it will be 3 ohm. Equivalent resistance will be 3 ohm. What is the current in the loop? It is 10 to power minus 3 ampere. Current is 10 to power minus 3 ampere. तो जो EMF होगा वो EMF क्या होगा? I into R using Ohm's law. So this EMF will be 3 into 10 to power minus 3 volt. And this loop is being moved in the uniform magnetic field. So इसमें motional EMF आएगा, that will be BLV, and this is equal to 3 into 10 to power minus 3. So you can find V naught as 3 into 10 to power minus 3 by B into L. B क्या है? 2 Tesla. And what do we have L as? 0.1 meters. Is this what we will be doing? We also have this resistance. We should include this resistance also. ये हमने include नहीं किया. So this 1 ohm is in series with this R equivalent. हमने बस ये R equivalent निकाला. But this EMF which will be induced, that EMF will be equal to I into net resistance. So net resistance क्या होगा? I should include 1 ohm. So I will just change this as 4, and here 4, and here 4, and this becomes minus 2, this becomes 2. So this becomes 2 into 10 to power minus 2 meter per second. Okay, so if this resistance would not have been given, because generally they mention that the loop is resistanceless, so in that case the earlier one would have been the answer. Okay, another one we will do. So this is the last one which was remaining in the homework section, and let us do this one. All right, all will do this, and whoever will be done, they will let me know in the poll. So none has done this. Just observe what is the situation here. A uniform but time varying magnetic field. Now it says there is magnetic field which is varying. It exists in cylindrical region as shown in the figure. The direction of magnetic field is into the plane and its magnitude is decreasing at the rate of this much Tesla per second. That means what is given, dB by dt is 2 into 10 to power minus 3 Tesla per second. Now, a particle of charge 1 microcoulomb is moved slowly along a circle of radius 1 meter by an external force as shown in the figure. The plane of the circle lies in the plane of the paper and it is concentric with the cylindrical region. We have to find the work done by external force in moving this charge along the circle. It says along the circle of radius 1 meter. So what do we use here? Okay, yes, continue doing. We can find the EMF using d phi by dt. EMF is nothing but voltage. And what is voltage? We have to find work done. That means we have to figure out force, right? So EMF can be related with the force using the concept of electric field. So I can say electric field into length. So E into length will be d by dt. Instead of phi, we can write b, and area is constant, it will come outside. So from here one can put here electric field as force per unit charge. So we have the charge mentioned here. So expression will be F by Q into L is equal to A into dB by dt. So what length we are talking about? We are talking about 2 pi r length, right? So E we will put as F by Q. So instead of Q, let us put the value, that is 10 to power minus 6 coulomb, and that is area. What is area? Pi r square into dB by dt. What is dB by dt? 2 into 10 to power minus 3. So from here this 2 pi and this 2 pi gets cut, 1 r gets cut. So we have the force as r into 10 to power minus 9. And once we have the force with us, we can find out the work. So work will be force into distance. Again distance क्या होगा? 2 pi r. So r into 10 to power minus 9 into 2 pi r. So yes, we have the radius with us. So we will put the value, we'll get 2 pi into 10 to power minus 9 joules. जहां पर भी वोल्टेज रहेगा, that voltage is because of the presence of electric field. If there are two plates, we have learned this in capacitors. If there are two plates, and if I am saying that the voltage across the two plates is V, that means the electric field in the region is E, and that can be related using V equals ED. So one can say this voltage is a function of electric field, right? E is equal to negative dV by dr. ये था ना relation. That means potential decreases in the direction of electric field. अगर electric field नहीं रहेगा, there will be no concept of potential. Okay, this is understood. We found the work as 2 pi into 10 to power minus 9 joules. Okay, now we will move to the second part. So quickly, whoever wants to note, they can note them down. Okay, so we'll move to the next part now. So here we will talk about self-inductance. So what was observed, that if there is any varying magnetic flux with respect to time, then EMF is induced. So here we will talk about a coiled conductor. So we are using a coiled wire, and let us say I current is passing through this coiled section, and this I is actually variable. ये जो current है, considering it to be variable. So when this current is variable, then this coil will induce its own current. So it will induce own current. So this is called as self induction. So it will induce own current, and what will be the direction of the induced current such that it opposes the change. So if current is flowing in the right direction, then the current that this coil will induce, that will be I. Let us say I denote it by I in indicating that this is the induced current. So this is possible when current is increasing, right? ये current right direction में अगर increase हो रहा है, then according to Lenz's law, that we need to oppose the change. So that can be only possible when the current is induced in the left direction. So let us suppose again we have a coil, और इस केस में अब फिर से करंट का डायरेक्शन राइट है, बट नाउ द करंट इज डिक्रीजिंग. सो नाउ व्हाट विल बी द डायरेक्शन ऑफ इंड्यूस्ड करंट? डिक्रीजिंग हो रहा है तो उसको राइट डायरेक्शन में डिक्रीज हो रहा है, सो वी हैव टू इंक्रीज इन द राइट डायरेक्शन, राइट? सो इंड्यूस्ड करंट इन दिस केस विल बी टू द राइट. So what we have understood, that whenever we talk about induced current, this induced current, it opposes external current, you can say, or you can say growing current, right? ये current क्या हो रहा है? Grow हो रहा है. So this is the case of growing current. So induced current is actually opposing growing current here, and here the current is, one can say, it is dying. Current is dying or decreasing. So induced current opposes growing current and it supports dying current, right? जिधर current कम हो रहा है उसको ये induced current support करेगा. That means it is induced or produced in that direction. So let us now see with respect to a coil related to the property of self-inductance. So here it is clear that these coiled wires, why I am not just using a wire, because in coiled wires the induction will be more, because you can see there are more and more loops. So if more loops are there, then the flux becomes NBA. That means the EMF can be increased by n times. So that's the reason we are using coiled wires. So we can say self-inductance is the property of inductor to generate a back EMF. So we will see that in detail, but let us first analyze it with respect to a coil. Let's say we have a coil here, and this coil is present in the magnetic field. मान लिया magnetic field is going into the screen. And the current which is flowing through the coils, remember I am not talking about the current induced now, I am talking about the current which is flowing. And let us say that this current is increasing. So in the next unit we will be talking about alternating current, that is increasing as well as decreasing with respect to time. So current is a function of time if we talk about alternating current. So let us consider the case when current is increasing. So जब current increase हो रहा है in this direction, then this will lead to the increase in the magnetic field, right? Because magnetic field is dependent on how much current is flowing. So what will be the direction of magnetic field produced by this current? It will be into the plane. If you use right hand thumb rule, curl the finger in the direction of current, thumb will point in the direction of the magnetic field. So one can say that magnetic field is increasing. So if it is increasing, it is leading to increase in the flux. Magnetic field increase हो रहा है तो flux भी क्या होगा? It will also increase. Flux increase होगा, that means EMF will be induced. Flux increase हुआ या decrease हुआ? So EMF is induced. There should be just the flux change. So induced EMF gives rise to induced current. So it gives rise to induced current. So this induced current, we will use the Lenz law, and this induced current will decrease the growing current, right? That's what we learned. It opposes growing current. So induced current का direction क्या होगा? We are sure here. The direction is here. So these 2 points should be remembered. So here we do not need to think even about the Lenz law, because according to Lenz law only we derive these 2 points. So here if I is increasing, so induced current का direction क्या होगा? In this direction. Similarly, if I will be decreasing, then the induced current will be in the supporting direction. So let us here consider the loops, because these things we already saw in the previous sessions, except these 2 points which we must remember. So let us take coiled wires. And let us consider the magnetic flux linked with one coil. So here a coil, right? One coil, let us say it has magnetic flux phi. So what is phi? Magnetic flux linked with one coil, right? And we will consider that there are n turns. कितने turns हैं इसमें? There are n turns. Okay, जल्दी जल्दी लिख लो. Then we will see all about inductance and inductor. Okay, moving ahead now. Okay, so phi is the magnetic flux that is linked with one coil. So total flux क्या होगा? Because there are n number of turns, total flux will be n into phi. So what we have observed in this case कि अगर current increase हो रहा है तो flux is also increasing, right? If current is increasing, flux is also increasing. Okay, if current is increasing, flux is also increasing. We can say that flux which is produced is directly proportional to the current. Okay, so yes, we will do many questions in the EMF as well. There are many questions to be done. So in the upcoming sessions, we will keep doing them. So from here, to remove the constant of proportionality, to remove this proportionality symbol, we bring a constant. So that constant is called as coefficient of self-inductance. So we have the equation phi is equal to Li. So actually we have taken phi, but what was the total flux? This is just for one coil, right? This is for one coil. So for n coils or n turns, n phi will be directly proportional to I, right? Because total flux will be proportional to the current flowing through these coils. So this will give us n phi is equal to L into I, and we get another relation here. So basically we have to remember this one. We can say L is equal to n phi by I. What is L? L is the coefficient of self inductance. Shortly इसको हम inductance भी कहते हैं. So if we had a resistor, this resistor had the property resistance. We had talked about capacitor and they had the property of capacitance. Now we are talking about inductor. It will have property of inductance. So what is resistance? Property to oppose current. What is capacitance? The property to store charge. So similarly, what will be inductance? Inductance will be the property to generate a self EMF. Property to generate EMF, that will be inductance. So here we had the SI unit of resistance as ohm, for capacitance as farad, and for inductance we will have the SI unit as Henry, denoted by H. So let us write the definition of inductance. What is inductance? This is defined as the property of generation of EMF, property of generation of EMF. How it is generated? By the change in current, right? There is only change in current. इस केस में जब करंट इंक्रीज हो रहा है तो भी ईएमएफ इंड्यूस हो रहा है, करंट डिक्रीज होगा तो भी ईएमएफ इंड्यूस होगा, ऑल्दो द डायरेक्शन is different. So what is inductance? It is the property of generation of EMF by change in current. Well, we can also write the unit. इसका यूनिट क्या है फ्लक्स का? वीबर. करंट का एम्पियर. सो इसका यूनिट वीबर पर एम्पियर भी हो सकता है, एंड दिस इज ओनली 1 हेनरी. सो एज वी सॉ दैट रेजिस्टेंस जो है, कैपेसिटेंस है, they are all dependent on the dimension of the conductor. So here L will also depend on dimension. L, let us remember, this also depends on dimension. So we can say size of coil. L also depends on the size of coil. Shape भी लगा देते हैं. Shape and size of coil. Okay, so all will write this quickly. Quickly all will write this. All about inductance. Which inductance? Guys, we are talking about self-inductance. Why self-inductance? Because this is the property of generation of EMF by change in current in the same coil by its own. There will also be mutual inductance, जिसमें due to change in current of one coil, the EMF induced in the other coil, how it is dependent. Okay, so all would have noted this. So what we saw, that for an inductor there will be self inductance L. Let us find out the induced EMF in that inductor. So we know that EMF is equal to negative d phi by dt. So we will use the concept of total flux here. And total flux, we saw this was L into I. So EMF will be negative. L is a constant, it will come outside, and we will have di by dt. So what does this suggest? That the EMF, this is the induced EMF. Induced EMF is in the opposite direction of current, which is growing, and here gives us another unit for self-inductance, that is E by di by dt. If I talk about the magnitude, it will be E by di by dt. The unit will also be volt into second, or you can say di by dt is ampere. So voltage per ampere. That is also the unit of self-inductance. So from this definition, I can also define L can be E when di by dt is equal to 1. That means we can define self-inductance is the EMF induced in coils when the current grows or decays at the rate of 1 amperes per second. So now this will be the definition of self-inductance. So let us say we have a simple question here on self-inductance. Okay, before this, all can write down जितना भी लिखना है related to self-inductance. Okay, let us do the question now. Simple question first. Let's say we have a coil and the inductance, self-inductance is 2 Henry and the current that is flowing is I, and di by dt, let us suppose it's given as 4 amperes per second. So we have to find out the induced EMF and find induced EMF and VA minus VB. Let us say this is A and this is point B. Di by dt, what is given? This is the rate of change of current. We have to find induced EMF and VA minus VB. Not induced current, induced EMF. So if we observe the induced EMF, what is the expression of induced EMF? L di by dt. So that will be 2 into 4, that is 8 volt. Induced EMF is 8 volt. Now VA minus VB. अब induced EMF, अच्छा di by dt क्या है? पॉजिटिव दिया हुआ है. That means current is, this indicates current is increasing. Current is increasing. So this is increasing current. Now induced EMF will, or induced current will oppose it. That means we can find out VA minus VB now. So if induced current is in this direction, so it's just like there is 8 volt induced EMF, right? It should be like this, such that positive is here, negative is here, तभी current का direction ये होगा. So what will be VA minus VB? That will also be 8 volt. Understood everyone? जो induced EMF होगा, that induced EMF will only give rise to the potential difference across this. अब ये वायर है तो यहाँ पे जो potential difference होगा वही इसके बीच में होगा. Let us do another one. Let us say again we have a coil and the self inductance is 5 Henry, and let's say here this direction current is moving and rate of change of current is -2 amperes per second, and here also we have to find out the induced EMF and Vp minus Vq. Yes, quickly all will do. Induced EMF is L di by dt. What is L? 5. Di by dt is 2. So I am talking about the magnitude. So that will be 10 volt. Now here one can say that di by dt is negative. That means current is decreasing. ये जो current दिया हुआ है, that is the decreasing current. अब induced EMF in what direction will it be? Such that it supports the decreasing current. तो वो फिर से इस डायरेक्शन में होगा. That means Vp will be greater than Vq. तो Vp minus Vq क्या होना चाहिए? It should be positive. So it will be 10 volt only. Okay, let us see another one. Let's say we have the coil, same here I, this is P, this is Q. Let's say this is 2 Henry and di by dt is minus 2 amperes per second. And we have to find again Vp minus Vq. So here again, the induced EMF will be L di by dt, talking about the magnitude. So that will be 4 volt. Now this is again decreasing current. So if this is decreasing current, that means the EMF will be supporting this. So it should be positive on this side and negative on this side, right? Then only we will get the induced current in this direction. This is what we have discussed in this case. So induced EMF, although it is 4 volt, but what will be Vp minus Vq? It will be minus 4 volt in this case, because this Q is at positive side. That means Vq is greater than Vp. That means Vq minus Vp will be positive. So Vp minus Vq will be negative. So that's why we got here minus 4 volt. Understood how to find out the potential difference. EMF, if it is asked, that EMF will be generally positive, but the potential difference can be positive or negative accordingly what direction is taken. Okay, let us suppose we have another one, another question we have here. So we have this point A, this point B. Inductance, let's say we take it as 3 Henry. Self-inductance is 3 Henry. And current is direction में है and di by dt is 3 amps per second. So here we have to find VA minus VB. Observe here, finding this is very simple, but now we are going to just analyze it differently. So let us apply Kirchhoff's voltage law. So we will start from point B, VB, because current is flowing in this direction, right? That's what we consider in while using KVL. So VB, and this current is increasing. That means the EMF will be induced in the opposite direction. So let us write the expression of EMF. Let us not think about whether current is increasing or decreasing. EMF का क्या होता है? Always minus L di by dt. Right? We will not think about the situation whether the current is increasing or decreasing. So we will use KVL. So minus L di by dt, and that is equal to potential at A. So from here, if we want to find VA minus VB, so I'll have to take it to the other side. We get VA minus VB as negative L di by dt. So let's put the value. Minus L is 3, di by dt is 3. So answer will be minus 9 volt. Let us look at this situation. Let us apply KVL using KVL. So where we will start? Here. So Vp minus L di by dt is equal to Vq, and we have to find Vp minus Vq. So I'll take it to this side. Vp minus Vq. So that will be, तो ये वाला जो टर्म है ये राइट साइड जाएगा, सो प्लस हो जाएगा L di by dt, and L is what? 2, di by dt is, ऑब्जर्व, di by dt that is -2, ये हो जाएगा -4 वोल्ट, और देखो वही आंसर मिला. Let us use KVL here. The last one, let us just use KVL. So we start at this point. Vq minus L di by dt is equal to Vp, right? So we have to find Vp minus Vq. तो इसको फिर से राइट साइड ले जाना पड़ेगा. क्या बनेगा? Vp minus Vq as negative L di by dt. So let us put the value. Negative L क्या है? 5. di by dt क्या है? -2. -5 -2 क्या होता है? 10 वोल्ट, और देखो वही आंसर निकला था. That means this should be always true. KVL जब अप्लाई करेंगे, that KVL अप्रोच इज ऑल्सो राइट ऑलवेज. या तो हम KVL लगा दें जब हमें कुछ सोचना नहीं है, और अगर हमें सोचना है डायरेक्शन के साथ EMF या पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस निकालना है, देन यूज द लॉजिक दैट current induced current opposes the increasing current and supports the decreasing or dying current. So complete idea about inductance is given in these 4 problems. Okay. So let us observe the 3 components of the circuit. What were the 3 components? Yes, I'll upload the notes. So after tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow I'll upload, because tomorrow you have test also. You can prepare accordingly. I'll upload the complete notes tomorrow. So yes, we talked about 3 components. What were the 3 components? three electrical components, although there are many electrical components, but we are going to talk about resistance, capacitance. तो कंपोनेंट की बात कर रहे हैं तो रेजिस्टेंस नहीं आएगा, रेजिस्टर आएगा, कैपेसिटर आएगा और फाइनली इंडक्टर आएगा। तो रेजिस्टेंस में क्या होता है? द प्रॉपर्टी इज रेजिस्टेंस, रेजिस्टर में रेजिस्टेंस होता है। कैपेसिटर, द प्रॉपर्टी इज कैपेसिटेंस। इंडक्टर में द प्रॉपर्टी इज इंडक्टेंस। अब दो टाइप के इंडक्टेंस होते हैं, आज हमने सेल्फ पढ़ा, नेक्स्ट में हम म्यूचुअल इंडक्टेंस पढ़ेंगे। सो इफ वी हैव द रेजिस्टर, द पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस अक्रॉस अ रेजिस्टर, that potential difference is I into R. Potential difference across a capacitor is Q by C. And potential difference across an inductor is minus L di by dt. Right? So these three things we will remember. Okay. Now moving to the last thing for today, that is the self-inductance for a long solenoid we will see. Coefficient of self-inductance of long solenoid. Coefficient of self-inductance of a long solenoid. So let us say we have a long solenoid. Long means infinite length solenoid. Current flowing is I. Definitely there will be the length of solenoid as well. That length is L. Because solenoid is also what? These are also the coiled wires. So let us say that each turn has radius R. R क्या है? Radius है of each circular coil. Radius of each coil. And let us consider N as the total number of turns. N is the total number of turns. So we will be using more oftenly here small n. Small n क्या है? This is number of turns per unit length. Per unit length. So small n and capital N में confuse नहीं होना है. Small n is number of turns per unit length. ये रहा, ये expression हम use करेंगे. Okay. We also know the magnetic field due to a long solenoid. What is that? Mu naught into Ni. कौन सा n? Small n. Right? We have talked about this magnetic field, about the axial point or magnetic field with respect to just a long infinite solenoid. Now, what will be the flux with respect to each coil? So flux of one coil, that will be B into A. Area is pi r square. So that will be mu naught into N into I into pi r square. So what will be the total flux? Total क्या होगा flux? N into pi of one coil. तो वो बन गया N into mu naught N I pi r square, right? Observe where I am using plus this capital N and where I am using small n. Okay, this capital N, one can write it as small n into L. So this gives us the total flux as small n into L mu naught into N into I into pi r square. तो यहां से टोटल फ्लक्स क्या निकला? Let us condense this. So phi of total will be mu naught, 2 बार n है, so n square L into I into pi r square, right? And total flux, what is this? This is L into current I, right? We just now saw phi was directly proportional to current, so phi is equal to L into I. So mu naught n square L I pi r square. So from here we can find out L. ये I कट हो गया दोनों साइड से, तो L क्या मिला? म्यू नॉट n स्क्वायर L into pi r square. So at most of the places you will see that ये expression capital N में है. So at the end you can convert in terms of capital N. तो n square की जगह लिख देंगे म्यू नॉट n square by L square into L into pi r square. तो ये एक कट जाएगा, ये बन जाएगा म्यू नॉट into n square by L into pi r square. ये भी expression चलेगा. So this expression generally we should remember, but even though if it is not remembered, there is no issue. We can just find it by equating the two expressions. एक तो phi is equal to L into I and another one E is equal to L d phi by or L di by dt, right? So guys, whoever wants to write it, quickly write it down. This is the last thing. आज हम बस थ्योरी की बात किए, अभी इस पे और ज्यादा थ्योरीज आएंगे. We'll complete those theories and then again invest 2-3 classes to do just the numericals. All will write it quickly. So when current I is flowing through the solenoid, then this is the expression of self-inductance of long solenoid. So that was all about today's class, guys. Let us meet in the next class and we can do few more numericals from the induced EMF part and then continue from here. All right, everyone. Bye bye. Let's meet in the next class.
Thank you, sir.